Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is data masking. In today's topic, we are going to discuss about what is data masking, why data masking is required, and what are the processes involved in data masking. And we will also discuss some of the data masking tool which can be used in data masking. So let's begin. So what is data masking? Data masking is a process that is used to hide data. Okay, and in data masking, real data is masked or hidden by replacing them with random characters. So these are the data where which we are going to replace it with some of the logical data set which will identify that particular object. It protects confidential information from those who don't have authorization to see it. So I'm not going to expose my data to everyone, okay, who is not relevant, who don't have authorization to see this data. But in some cases, we want to share the data, and I'm going to share it by data masking. So, why data masking is required? So, in data masking, we are going to shield any or all the PII datas and other confidential informations of the organization. It secures the file transfer process from one location to another location. Suppose I want to transfer some data set from one location to another location. I will be masking those data and then I will be doing this. It also helps to secure application development, testing, or CRM applications. It allows user to access dummy data for testing or training purposes. So with this, after applying data masking rules, you will be able to access these dummy data, this logical dummy data for your testing and training purposes. So here in this picture, we see that a user account information, address, his date of birth, okay, the email, mobile, geographic information, photograph, social security, and biometric information we are storing. And we cannot directly store all these information in database. Okay, I'm going to mask this data, or I'm going to encrypt this data before storing it in my database. Okay, so data masking, why typically we use data masking processes, and before that we will first look into how this usually work. So let's say you have a production system, okay, and you have some account information about a user, okay, and you want to have same data set or similar data set on your lower environments, whether it can be dev environment, it can be your QA environment, it can be your training or demo environment. So I'm not going to copy those data, sensitive data or confidential information from production to dev, QA or the training environment. I'm going to apply some rules, okay, which can mask this data, confidential information, and then it is going to load those data in the lower environments. Okay, so I want to transfer the data, I want to copy the data, I want to version these data in such a way that it can be reusable, and whenever I want to use them I can access it and then use it. I will be keeping a copy and then the versioning as well. Suppose my data set has gone wrong, or it has been corrupted, or it has been consumed in such a way that the original state of the data has changed. So I'm going to restore my data, okay, and I'm going to again use that. So let's take an example. So in production system you see that there is a bug, okay, and the customer is reporting this bug that I'm facing xyz issue. Okay, now as a team what you are going to do is that you want to replicate this problem on your lower environment, and then you want to fix this problem. Okay, so and This is not very straightforward. It happens with particular data set itself. Okay, and then what I'm going to do is that I'm going to bring back those data to my lower environment, and so that I can reproduce the data. But I'm not going to bring the original data set. I'm going to apply some masking rules, which is going to mask all this sensitive information, and it is just going to give me some logical information or data which I can use for my testing purposes or even the development purposes. So as we know that we got a issue on production, I'm going to apply the masking rules, and I'm going to create the copy of these data, and then I'm going to load it on my QA environment, and I'm going to reproduce this bug on my lower environment. So QA say that okay, yes, this is a problem, okay, and this need to be fixed. Okay, these are the steps. With this particular data set, I'm able to reproduce this issue. So now even developer will go and then load this data set, which is masked data actually. Okay, and he is also able to reproduce it. It is helping him to debug this, and once this is fixed, he is going to give back the data or the fix for that particular data set to QA. Now, QA want to verify this data, and since he has changed the state of the data, he will again restore this data because he is having clone of those data or versioned data he is having. Okay, and then he's going to reproduce this issue again on his environment, and once the bug is fixed, the service will be patched, and then we are done. Okay, so this is a typical an example I'm giving you. There could be a lot of use cases where we want to apply this masking rules or data masking processes applied. Okay, and uses can vary from organization to organization, person to person. Okay, so these are some of the tools which are used in market for data masking. It's K2 View data masking. Delphix is another tool. There is another tool named Oracle data masking and subsetting. Okay, and then there is Accutive data discovery and masking. And there are many other tools in market which helps you in data masking. Okay, based on your use case, you are going to get these the tools which you can use, and you are good to go. That's all for this video. Thanks for watching this video.